Federal judge calls Mueller's bluff, demands he make key evidence public, by Amy Moreno for truthfeednews.com. Paul Manafort's trial was delayed yet again. Robert Mueller's case against the former Trump campaign manager took yet another hit as a Reagan-appointed judge now orders Mueller to release the names of 5 key witnesses who received immunity. The trial is now delayed until the end of July. From BizPackReview.com, special counsel Robert Mueller's case against Paul Manafort took a bit of a hit after a Reagan-appointed judge ordered the names of 5 witnesses who received immunity. On Monday, federal Judge T. Ellis forced the reveal of 5 key witnesses that are set to testify against Manafort. Ellis also delayed the trial that was set for Wednesday until July 31st. The Washington Post reported, defense attorneys meanwhile pledged that they would not argue Manafort was selectively and vindictively prosecuted, but they said they would like to reserve the ability to question the motives of the special counsel. This court has commented in open court and in filings on the motives of the prosecution. Defense attorney Thomas Zennel said. Ellis has repeatedly said that he believes Manafort is being prosecuted only in hopes that he will offer information on Trump. And of course, that's the case. Of course, the judge even states it. You can't even hide it. It's so obvious. Ellis also approved and unsealed motions to compel 5 government witnesses to testify. John Brennan, Connor O'Brien, Donna Dugan, Cindy Laporta, and Dennis Rako. Laporta's accounting firm confirmed that Manafort was once a client and that current or former employees may testify. Manafort was swept up in Mueller's Russia probe and is now facing charges for bank and tax fraud. His trial was originally set to begin on Wednesday, but was delayed when defense attorneys argued that they needed more time to review a large number of documents involved, Washington Post reported. So Techno Frog here tweets out here, breaking Manafort immunity witnesses released. James Brennan, Donna Dugan, Connor O'Brien, Cindy Laporta, Dennis Rako. He goes on, motions just unsealed, reference Donna Dugan, Connor O'Brien, and Cindy. He just tweets the paperwork with their names in it. Motions just unsealed, reference, okay. Other unsealed motions for use, immunity witness James Brennan and Dennis Rako. He's just letting you know the names. Last week, and he says, like, Rako is a bank lender, Brennan broker, Laporta accountant, O'Brien accountant, Dugan not sure out of the 5. We don't know, but they're dealing with money anyway. Last week, Fox News' Tucker Carlson broke the story that the power lobbyist Tony Podesta was being granted immunity by Mueller. That report hasn't been debunked, but there was no mention of Podesta with the release of the names of the 5 witnesses on Monday. Carlson reported that that his sources maintain Podesta is receiving immunity, but for a different trial. Okay, I go along with that. I know Podesta's off the hook. Of course, Mueller is a criminal himself for all of this. Our sources Tucker Carlson's tweet here, our sources maintain that Podesta has been offered immunity to testify in Manafort's criminal trial in D.C. regarding the criminal FARA violations. The witness list released today surrounds Manafort's Virginia trial, which mainly involves tax violations. So I guess there's 2 different trials going on. Meanwhile, prosecutor Greg Andres said of the Virginia trial, I don't anticipate the word Russia will be uttered by a government witness. But Andres maintained that Manafort's role in the campaign was essential to one bank fraud count because a lender went along with the fraud so he could get a job, according to the Washington Post. Manafort trial could reveal embarrassing details about Dem. I don't know, it doesn't say it. The upcoming federal court trial for President Trump's former campaign chairman, Paul Manafort, will be closely watched. Embarrassing detail about Dem something. It doesn't say, you can't make it out. But, look, we all know what Mueller is up to. He got Manafort on something totally unrelated to Trump. And meanwhile, he should be prosecuting the Podestas if he was fair, because they were they were doing the same thing. Yet the Podestas get immunity. Tony Podesta gets immunity for it. Yet Manafort's put on the ringer. Why? Because he was involved with the Trump campaign, you see? And the only reason Mueller opened this up was to get Manafort to squeal on Trump, and even the judge said it. So I don't even know why this judge ordered Manafort to be put in solitary confinement there. I mean, it's really kind of wacky. I mean, I'm not saying Paul Manafort is, quote, innocent of all of this. No, but he was targeted because of Trump. You see, had he not been involved with Trump, none of this would have came to the forefront, you see? So he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, because he could have gotten away with everything. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But then again, you know, all right, Manafort should pay for his crimes. Okay, let's go along with that. Yeah, but Hillary's walking scot-free, selling the uranium and whatnot. I think that's more important to go after than just what they're accusing Manafort of, you know? And you're going to tell me the Podestas didn't do the same? They did the same thing. They've done worse than that. A million times worse. And yet they're walking around, okay? So, you know, I mean, you think there's no bias there, and there was no setup there, and there was no witch hunt there? Of course there was. And it's so obvious. It's disgraceful. It's disgraceful. Let me know what you guys think again in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.